I grew up in Clapham, London. My first job was as a wages clerk, and one day the boss took me on one side and said, "Stephen, you can do better than this." So I walked across the bridge to near the Houses of Parliament, and I went into the Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors. And within a week, 5 firms had offered me the job. One of the jobs that I first did was taking off and then working up. So that was a technical term. And what I really do remember from that first job, the boss, when he was going out and it was raining, I had to carry the umbrella for him. I was eventually a partner in a quantity surveying firm. And then I joined the government, PSA. About that time, I was getting more interested in people, so I became an HR person. And then eventually, later on, I became a counsellor. And in the later years, I became a spiritual director. So I had quite a rounded career. I was 64, and I had a brain injury that was a stroke. And I was in hospital for 16 weeks. And there was 50-50 chance whether I would live. Initially, I was not conscious very much at all. And then gradually I was introduced to speech therapists and physiotherapists and occupational therapists. And as a rule, they were all wonderful. When I was in the hospital in Lewin Ward, a consultant said, "Oh, I think we've got a motorised vehicle you could have to drive into the wards." And so for the last couple of weeks, I went round the wards waving to people, hello, and it was just made my week. And in a way, that coming out from Addenbrookes was a bit of a false dawn, because I thought, oh, I'm going to get back to normal. But it is not normal, but I'm making the most of it. Although people seem to think that it's a downside, and it was a downside, and a downside to my wife, because she had to become my carer, and I love her for that. But it's part of me. I realised I'm seeing a different side of life. I would never have met all these people like I've done Headway and like I did at Brookfields and also at Addenbrookes. I think it's a little bit irritating that I'm not in control of my own destiny as much as I was. But I'm gradually getting that back, and my wife's very encouraging in that respect. Well, happiness used to be having grandchildren and all that sort of thing, and they're still their grandchildren growing up. But it has changed. So when I make a little bit of progress in the gym, then I'm happy. The little things like washing up, I can now do the washing up. So I get a bit of pleasure out of that. So it's just this relearning of just basic processes can give me satisfaction. In terms of my faith, I just see that it's all part of my challenging life, and that God's in it somewhere.